Hi folks, welcome back. In this particular lecture, I'll teach you about Ansible roles and how you can create a reusable component using Ansible roles. So what is an Ansible role? Ansible role lets you automatically load variables, tasks, handlers, and other Ansible artifacts based on a known particular file structure. And the good thing is once you've grouped these into roles, you can easily reuse them and you can even share them with other users. So in this particular lecture, I'll teach you how you can share your roles between various users. So the first thing we'll do is we'll use the playbook that we had previously created. Now this playbook contains variables and tasks. So what we'll do is we'll break up these variables and tasks and we'll put them into a folder structure that looks something like this. So the variables I will put into the variables folder and the tasks I will put into the task folder. And then I will package them into the folder and I will upload them into a repository that Ansible has created known as Ansible Galaxy. And once I've uploaded this into Ansible Galaxy, I will download it and I will show you how you can use that particular role to create instances. So let's proceed and let's see how this is done. So let's start by creating a first role. So the command to create a role is ansible-galaxy init. So this command I will paste in the description below. And then you need to give the name of your role. So I'll just call this my new instance. So the role has been created. So if I go into the folder, now, if you look at these folders have been distributed based on the task that it can perform. So for example, within the task folder, you can insert all the tasks that you want. And within the variable folder, you can insert all the variables. So that's what we are going to do. So I have my code here. So my code has a bunch of tasks and a bunch of variables. So what I'll do is I'll just copy all the variables and I'll paste it within the variables folder. So let me do that. So there's a main.yaml file that gets created. So I'll just open this main.yaml file and I'll paste the command. And similarly, I'll do the same for the tasks as well. Now, like I mentioned, this particular playbook file is to create a new instance in GCP. So I will be linking the playbook in the description below as well. So let me just copy these tasks as well within the task directory. So once this has been done, the next thing I'll do is I will upload this into Git and once I've uploaded my variables and tasks, the next thing I'll do is I'll do a git init and I will upload this into my GitHub. So I'll do a git add and a git commit. So let me just quickly create a repo in my GitHub for this particular piece of code. So I've created a repo called Ansible role. So I'll get the SSH, I'll copy this, I'll go back to my console and I'll do a git remote add my instance is, and I'll just paste this. And now I can just do a git push. Now let me go back to my repo. So if I go to my master, so you can see that my code has been uploaded. So now let's create a role in my Ansible Galaxy. So the next thing we'll do is we'll upload this into our Ansible Galaxy repo. Also, one more thing to make sure is that your default branch is pointing to master and not main. So I'll just change this and I'll update it. Now I have logged in, so let me log into my Ansible Galaxy. So the next thing you need to do is you need to go to add content, and import role from GitHub. So I've connected my repo, my Ansible Galaxy repo to my GitHub. So here what I need to do is I need to connect my particular repo that I've just created. So this is the repo. I'll click on OK. So you can see that it has been uploaded. So this is the new role that I've uploaded to Galaxy. So the next thing we'll do is we will use this particular role in our project. So let's see how that is done. So once you have opened the role that you've created, you'll get an installation URL. You can just click on this and you can paste it. Now, because I've already installed this once before, so if I want to install the latest version, I also need to include a force. But if you're installing it for the first time, the force is not required. So the role has been downloaded. So the next thing I'll do is I'll create a playbook that will be using this particular role. So I've already created a playbook like this. So it's very simple. It just has a host and a role. And the role is basically the role that I just created. So I'll just run this particular playbook. So you can see that it has created an instance. So let me just check that once. So I go to my project. So you can see that my new instance, this is the instance that I have just created. So this is there. So this is how you would create an instance using a role. So I hope this was a very useful lecture for you. And please do check out the code. I'll send the link to the GitHub repo in the description below. And I hope you guys will join me for the next lecture. Thank you.